up, guys? It's your girl ManicMeeks, and I'm back with more Dragon Age Origins. My brother's mean. He was yelling at me. I don't like it.
Nah, tell him why.
Because I was trying to look up the ending.
Sorry.
Because I wanted the best one. And he was like, stop doing it. And I was like, oh, make a decision. Oh. I know they're forcing me into making a decision, and I don't like it. I didn't even get a chance to read anything. He yelled at me.
Right.
Talk to her. I guess I'll put her on the throne. I mean, Alistair didn't want to do it in the first place. Where you at, ho? No, first let me steal from you. Oh, I can't steal from you. Son of a bitch.
Hello again, Warden.
Mm-hmm.
It is good that you came to speak with me.
Mm-hmm.
I realize that my actions at Howe's estate may not have painted me in the best light.
Mm-hmm.
For that, I apologize and hope that we can start again.
Mm-hmm.
First, let me say that I knew your family. Eleanor, in particular, was dear to me, and what Howe did was unforgivable.
You're just kissing my ass right now.
How fitting he died at your hands. I will be blunt. I can see that your voice will be a strong one in days to come. It is to you that Eamon listens, and with good reason. My father must be stopped, but once that is done, Ferelden will need a ruler. I would welcome your support for my throne. For years, I have ruled this kingdom as Kaelin's queen. As much as they loved Kaelin, all of the Banon knew this to be so. Kaelin was a good man, but what is needed now is not another good man, but a good ruler. I sent Alina here not solely because I thought I needed help, but because I saw an opportunity for us both. I need your support, Warden, and you will need mine. That is exactly what I am proposing. When the time comes, you support my bid in the Landsmeet to remain on the throne. You will be seen as my father's enemy, yet you will be in support of his daughter. You will be seen as supporting the interests of Ferelden, as opposed to solely those of the Grey Wardens. In return, I add my voice to yours. Do you see? Together we can do what alone we cannot. He is my father, as well as a great general, who has served his nation well until now. If there is a way for him to live, I would prefer it. I am glad to hear it. In the end, it will be up to the Landsmeet to decide, I think. Does that affect your decision? Can we yet come to an arrangement? Do you disagree? You are a fellow Grey Warden. What do you think of Alistair's potential to rule? Never mind his willingness. Indeed. I am also doing what I must for the good of my country. Alistair seems like a kind, well-meaning man, and biddable enough. These are admirable qualities, if not kingly ones. He also seems to be a fine Grey Warden, which is exactly why he should remain one and serve the kingdom by defeating the Darkspawn. Kaelin knew of Alistair. It was Arl Eamon that kept Alistair out of the courts, as Merrick had desired. Oh, there are some who would follow Alistair out of respect for his Therin blood. The others would see this as Eamon grabbing for power. Who else do you think Alistair would turn to for help? Eventually, the nobility would return to the old days of constant warring with each other. Alistair's weakness would destroy everything Merrick built.
Listen.
I have ruled this nation on Kaelin's behalf for many years. I am a great queen, and as beloved by my people as I love them. Ferelden needs an effective ruler with experience to see it through the Blight and after. That is not Alistair. What say you then? Your support for mine in the Landsmeet?
I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I hate this. I hate making decisions like this.
That is good to hear. So, we have a deal, Warden. I trust you'll keep your end of the bargain. Now, I suppose, comes the task of dealing with my father. That will be no small feat, of course, but I am certain you already know this. I imagine you have much to do. Is there anything else you needed from me? I try not to.
Yeah.
Ignoring that the man looks so much like Kalen, my recently dead husband, if you'll recall, my main fear is that he might govern like Kalen as well. But it is true that Alistair has Theron blood. To some, this is more important even than practical considerations. A union might be considered a compromise, but is this something Alistair even desires? Consider it forgotten. Now, if there's nothing else, ask me whatever you like. Do you want me to try my luck at fortune-telling?
Yes, ho.
There was an old woman who read palms in the village of Gwarren when I was a child. She told me that I would have 10 children and be bald as a winter heath when I grew up. I can't say I put much faith in foretelling.
She funny.
What will happen depends much on you, Warden. But you certainly knew that already. Then I wish you luck, Warden.
Let's see. Can I talk to him now?
So I'm guessing someone told Honora I was planning to steal her throne. She has a nasty glare. Did anyone mention this wasn't my idea? I think she's a great queen.
Good.
As far as I'm concerned, she's welcome to it. You have? I'm relieved, actually. The Landsmeet may not listen to you, and Al Eamon would go right back into a coma if you told him. But me? I'm relieved.
Good.
I guess all we need to do is stop her father from taking the throne.
Right
first,
decision.
right? Oh, how hard could it be? He's just a hero and a Terran with a bigger army. Us, we've got spirit. I haven't been here in a while. What do you need? Ask away.
Damn. Right. Oh, investigate the alienage. So now I can go to the alienage. Okay. Okay. At least you moved from the door this time. Look at you. Being helpful and shit. Still want to take.
Indeed.
Hold on.
Of all the...
Take you.
Yes.
You.
Yes.
And you. Alright, let's go! Okay.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orthamar.
The worst of it's cleaned up now. Just watch yourself if you're going in. The alienage is a festering sore full of parasites. And that's on a good day.
That's disrespectful. Oh, hello.
We are grateful. The compact is renewed.
Look at that. And you gonna push me? You're rude.
What do you need? I suppose a noble death fighting the blighted wretches is better than basking in this squalor. They'd better be paying well.
Oh, look at that. Quest updated. I like it.
Spare a coin. Who's there? Stay away!
I was gonna give you a coin.
Give us? I think we better explain things. Someone's coming.
Thanks for running those thugs off. I thought they were gonna kill me.
Uh-huh. You alright?
I'm fine. Please don't talk to me. You'll only attract their notice.
This place is gross.
Spare a silver for a war veteran? Oh, Andraste, bless you, sir. I won't forget your face. No, I won't.
You're welcome. Oh, that's a whole ass dog there, buddy. It's like you're growling at me. Oh wait, what was that? Hold on. Oh, it's this way. Okay, alright, cool.
There's no way I'm going near mages.
Nobody is coming here to help us.
Who's there?
We have to help ourselves.
I can't see.
How do you even know they're working magic?
Oh, your house is locked. Okay.
Being gibberish. It's not as if you'd ever know. Oh.
Like, would you take it? I know who takes it, giggity. But...
No, bad. Bad idea.
See?
Awful. Don't do it.
disrespectful. Wait, what?
What do you need?
I'll get on it.
How can you be here?
How? I've got children at home. I can't wait out here for another day.
So go home. The best thing you can do for your children is not trust these charlatans.
Everyone remain calm. We will help as many as we can today, so long as we can do this in an orderly fashion.
Oh, you're helping us, are you, Shem? Like Valendrian and my Uncle Syrian, you helped them, didn't you? Help them never to be seen again.
We've explained this to you before, girl. More whining will not persuade us to let you into the quarantine to carry plague back out to the alienage.
Quit trying to get us all killed, Shiani. Some of us have still got things to live for.
Damn.
If this spell of theirs works, why are half the people they quarantine perfectly healthy?
What's going on?
What's wrong, Shem? Did you get bored and decide to come watch the elves die of plague? These foreigners say they're here to help with our outbreak of plague. Funny thing, though. All the people they help disappear.
That's not true, and you know it, Shiani. Both my sisters got the Tevinter spell cast on them, and they're fine.
Where's your niece, then? And my Uncle Syrian? And Valendrian? These foreigners have taken dozens of elves into that house over the last few weeks, and none of them have been seen again. One of them was our Hiren, Valendrian. And I don't know what we're going to do if we don't get him back.
What?
He's the elder, the person who guides us. Maybe that doesn't mean anything to you, but it's important to us.
No, I'll definitely take
We
a look
won't
inside.
just let you in. Well, there is another entrance in the alley. There's no crowd watching, no mages, and only one guard. You can try. Those guards mean business.
Mm-hmm. Wait, oh wait, hold on. Wait, what was that? I don't know what just happened. I don't know.
Is someone there? Maker's blessing to you, child. Be not afraid. I still have some sight to see you by.
Sir, who are you?
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Sir Otto.
That name sounds familiar.
I am a Templar.
Oh.
I lost my sight in a battle with a powerful Maleficar. He called flame from the air and burned my face. The scars have healed, but my sight will never recover. In my time in the alienage, I've come to feel there is something sinister at work here. What exactly, I know not. It took patience, but some elves opened up to me, and I've heard their sad tales. But I found no real evidence to support my fears. Ears alone have done all they can. I was hoping you could be my eyes. Look around the alienage for anything out of the ordinary.
What should I look for?
I don't know. I have a feeling that there is something to be found, though. You seem capable. I have hope that you will find what I seek. Make her watch over you, child.
Okay.
There's no way I'm going near mages.
Wow.
My wife and both our daughters are gone. Someone's got to stay to watch our house. No, you can't go inside just for a moment. So you might as well walk right back around to the front doors. You shouldn't be out on the streets now anyway. What with the plague? What's worse? Dying of the plague or dying of hunger? I'll take my chances with the plague, thank you, if it means I get paid. I've been hungry. The novelty's worn off. Not enough to put up with all these questions. What do you want? 6. Sure. I never saw you, and you never saw me.
I don't even know who you are, sir. Saving that.
It is done.
Off we go. Time for more packing.
Got it.
You'd think they would run away more.
Cool. This room is huge. Wow, everything's twinkling over here. Bring 8 males and 6 female. Wow.
I knew it would be easy.
What are they doing? Front door.
Help us, please! We're not sick! Let us out of here! Thank you, friend.
Absolutely.
They took him away already, through the back alley. We don't know where exactly. You don't have to say that twice.
go now?
Done now. Are you happy?
Oh, I was trying to read the thing on the wall.
Who's there? No, I won't go. I'm not sick.
Wait, what was that?
Who's there? Stay away! I can't say nothing. Please, just go. I don't want trouble. All right. I saw them take everyone.
I just love how
Took
they're
them
like,
right
yeah,
out of their beds.
okay.
Dragged them down the hallways. Baker, the little one's crying. Through the landlord's old office. They go in there, they never come back. I saw him. They marched him through the hall with a bunch of others, all tied together like pack mules. Every few days, they come back. It's like a parade, a silent one. Men and women and children. You have to go. They'll be back soon. They'll find out I talked and they'll take me too. Please, just go.
Sir, they wouldn't know that I talked to you. Not you. Bloodstains. Hold on. I'm trying to look at them. Oh, the sextant. Wow. Wait, was there something else? I can't tell because...
Of course. It is done. What is your desire?
For you to move.
We should do something instead of nosing.
I'll get on. I love how desperate you are. Pathetic. Got it. You'll get no mercy from me.
Let's have at it!
Cool.
All complete. I knew it would be easy.
A silk carpet? Okay, so.
Finished. Now what do you want?
What's this? Another shipment already? We weren't... Wait. You're no Tevinter. Who are you supposed to be? Oh no! I've heard of you! Attack!
Something is
Damn, they hurt. has combat magic.
Is it time to kill something?
Go get him. I love how you skip everybody. Okay. The question is, if I go back the way I came, your house, okay. I thought this would lead me to the way to go tell Chicky Poo what's going on. But it does not. Just want to see what happens if I go back out through the front. In front of you? Man. Yeah, you have a whole ass thing. It's right there. No, don't run over there. What are you doing? So what? Who exploded into chunks? What had happened? No idea why someone exploded into chunks, but that's what had happened. Where'd the chick go?
You must know that murder is wrong, I assume.
I'm sorry, are you speaking to me?
That is why you wish to leave your crows. A crisis of conscience.
Yes, that is exactly it.
Joke if you wish, but I have the feeling that deep down you regret the life you have lived.
It's true. I regret it all.
Must you be such a child? Are you incapable of a single serious conversation?
I know. I'm terrible and it makes me sad. May I rest my head in your bosom? I wish to cry.
You can cry well away from my bosom, I'm certain.
Did I tell you I was an orphan? I never knew my mother.
Gad, I give up.
I'm sorry, but we're closed. There are a few places in the market district that can probably serve you. They came to treat the Blight Plague. You did know about the plague, didn't you? How bad is it? Do catastrophes come in different sizes?
Yes.
One day, your child comes home with a cough. The next day, she's fevered, seeing things, hearing voices. And the day after that, she's dead, and it's your husband coughing. All you can hope is that when the last person in your house takes sick, he'll open a window, so the smell will bring someone to take your bodies out for burial. Is that bad enough for you? It's magic. I suppose in the Imperium they use magic to boil water and cross a street. The Chantry sent a Templar to watch them the first day. If the Chantry says it's safe, it must be. It's supposed to keep you from getting sick. If you're already ill, though, well, they take you into quarantine.
I can't imagine that it does. Although the mages of the Imperium are renowned for their skill, there are no spells I know of that can do such a thing.
I don't know. Either you don't get the plague because you got their magic put on you, or you don't get it because you just got lucky. But it can't hurt, right? No one who's gone in has come out again. Could be they die in there. Could be they've recovered and just can't come back yet. In the hospice on the corner. Don't think they'll let you in, though. It wouldn't be much of a quarantine if people just come and go there. Good day.
Although I just ran through there, but thank you, sir.
The house has eyes. What Grandma calls.
Oh, it's good to see you again, friend. You were so generous to me before, and these are other veterans.
I'm an orphan.
Oh, and an orphan. Please, milady, can you spare some coin? Oh, you're too kind. Just too kind.
The Maker preserve you.
Long live the good sir!
I don't really care. Knock yourself out. I'm trying to figure out where the chick went. Where did she go? Bad eggs. Oh. Where did she go? Aha.
What happened? Some of the elves ran out, but I didn't recognize any of them. Where are all the others? How is that possible? They've taken dozens of us into quarantine. Where else could they be? It makes no sense. Let me see that. What does this even mean? They can't be shipping people, can they? Shipping them where? But they must be somewhere.
I'm gonna go find out. I just came to talk to you.
They can't just have vanished into thin air. Well, thank you for stopping these liars anyhow. I knew they were up to no good. If you find any more information, please let me know.
Bet.
I refuse to accept that they're all simply gone.
Well, now I can go and finish doing what I need to do. Run up in through here. Actually, I think this is the same note about having no weapons. Yeah. Let's go! Okay, that's on the other side. I was so confused for a second. Okay, cool.
What is the meaning of this? We were told that there would be no interference from the authorities. You simply fought your way in here to ask questions, did you? You will regret this, you know. Believe it or not, we have been given dispensation to do our business here. You Fereldans talk a great deal about how very wrong slavery is. But isn't it funny how quickly the smell of gold overcomes such ideals? So I should feel kinship for these sheep? Don't be a fool. I am Tevinter first and a servant of the Minrathu Circle second. Those are the things that matter. But enough. I am here to halt your slaughter, nothing more. Do we not? What could you be here for then, if not to exact righteous retribution? No. I'm not about to take you before Caladrius. I don't believe you intend him anything but harm. The time for words is over. Now we do battle.
I figured I'd try.
What's down? It's coming.
Oh, whoa, whoa, don't run over there. Sir, why didn't you heal yourself? Get her ass out the way. Okay, she's done. Can you fight over here, please? I made it through. Go over here and fix this. Alright. A little juicy. So are they using them to, like, what are they doing? Give me all your shit.
I'll get on it.
What are they doing? Are they just experimenting on them? Okay, I love you guys, but you guys gotta move.
Now's better than later.
There we go. look at this. Whipping ass. Inventory full. Disrespectful. Okay. Well. Love letters. Wow, I have a lot here. I gotta get rid of. Because if I get rid of this, he can't pick up another weapon that strong. That's why I don't want to get rid of it. Well, hopefully I can come back in here. Back in there. Real question is to go sell. We can't sell at a store. I got stuff I gotta unload, dog. Oh wait, I passed the store. See if they let me.
As I said, the shop is closed. You'll have to go somewhere else. Good day.
Shop's closed. Alright, let's go somewhere else. I have a feeling I'm gonna be...
There she is! Now, no crowding. Let the good sir breathe. There are a lot of unfortunates in the alienage, sir. Many veterans, orphans, the diseased, and sad tales of all sorts.
I still don't have my parents.
Yes, sir. And poor Oli still doesn't have his parents. Anything you can spare would be appreciated. So sorry, friend. Honestly, most everyone here has a
I don't mind giving them money. It's just that this is funny.
You've been good to me and Oli. They just heard of your good deeds is all.
Oh, huzzah! All of us are eating tonight.
I'm just gonna go sell this stuff and come back with more money. That's the funny part. First, let me save. I don't know if I can come back. It's gonna try to kick me out or something. But I need to sell. I'm completely full of crap. Completely full of crap. Alright.
Dwarven crap. Welcome back. Is there something else you'd like to look at? Every piece.
Mm-hmm. Me. Definitely not using any of these. Or these. Hmm. Okay, that's better. Oh, we'll turn in some stuff then.
All men are the work of our Maker.
Those stung with 100 arrows, those suffering from ailments both great and small, his heart was strong, and he moved on.
Thanks.
Those who bring ham.
A little something extra for friendship.
Thanks. Okay, so back to the alienage. I wonder how big this crowd's gonna get this time. Or did y'all go away? Right, look at the pool of blood. Alright, let's run back. We can solve this mystery, because I still don't know exactly what they're doing. Oh wait, whoops, not. Okay, so. Oh, I think you're gonna glow. Thanks. More stuff to sell. Okay.
More enemies ahead.
Watch out.
I can't get through. I can't. Okay, you're struggling over here. I see you struggling. What does this do? Damn. But there's still a person there. You can't get to him or something? What's wrong? Oh, never mind. You're in the door. Look at you.
I'll get on it.
I don't even know what's happening. I can't even see. But you're not doing it. Let's try again. Oh, snaps. Don't go through the door, Doe Dog. Wait, what happened? Why you stopped? Okay. But I was trying to, you know, not go through the door here. Through the door.
Of course. It is done.
Alright, let's save it again.
I am Caladrius, and you, I assume, must be the Grey Warden I've heard so
What the fuck's going on, dog?
One can hardly get a word out of the Regent besides Warden these days. It's surpassed even gold in popularity. Yes, you would be curious about that, wouldn't you? I've heard that you're trying to erode Loghain's support. It must be a difficult task, yes, like washing away a mountain. Perhaps you could use some help. Truth be told, there was always a limit to how long we were going to be able to operate here. We've paid for many of Loghain's troops, but once the Landsmeet is done, we become inconvenient. So, here is my offer. 100 sovereigns from you for a letter with the seal of the Terran of Loghain upon it, implicating him in all of this. Then, we leave a few days earlier than planned with our profits and remaining slaves unharmed.
I suggest you look those elves in the eyes before you agree to have them hauled off to slavery, my friend.
I feel dirty. We're not considering this, are we?
So, do we have a deal?
No, we're not considering it.
Even you must admit it's much better than resorting to barbarism, yes? Pity. Looks as if we shall have to settle this the hard way, then. My apologies.
I see enemies ahead. Now's better than later.
Did he just wind us? I can't even see.
It seems your reputation is an accurate one.
Bruh.
I surrender. Wait! Hear me out, dear lady. Were I to use the life force of the remaining slaves here, I could augment your physical health a great deal.
No.
Allow me to leave this place alive, and I would be more than happy to do this little service for you.
Little service? He is talking of blood
No.
magic. Surely you would not consider such a thing.
Child, I'm trying to...
Most wise.
Then, I don't suppose you would consider just letting me go? Ah. Well, that is a shame, isn't it?
I'll get on it. Got it. I'll get on it.
Yep, taking all types of stuff. Yep,
You don't look like a Tevinter. Not that it means much. Are you one of them? What happens to us now? Shiani? Did she send you here?
Yes, she did.
Praise the Maker.
That's right.
We will not trespass long on your good graces. Come, everyone. Let's go home. Ah, it's you. Welcome. Please, come in. Tell me, how is Duncan? He's been a friend of mine for many years, yes.
What happened?
From the look on your face, I take it the news is bad. I am sorry.
He actually did die at Ostagar.
I knew that the Warden suffered great losses at Ostagar, but a few escaped. I had hoped Duncan might be one of them. We've been through outbreaks of pestilence during the war with Orlais. We'll endure. I doubt very much now that the Tevinter intervention would have helped us anyway. He came here, now and then, to look for potential recruits. Perhaps that seems strange to you, but Duncan was a man who knew that talent could emerge in the most unlikely places. Please, take this. Duncan gave it to me years ago. I suspect you'll put it to better use than I would.
Go on. I knew it. It would be easy.
Okay, so what did we get from him? All right. So now I have to figure out what the Sir ooh, okay, forgot his name already.
What day is it?
I figured this is where we're supposed to have that conversation.
Good luck to you, Warden.
All complete.
I'm just saying, just looking.
I knew it would be easy.
Oh, look at this. Taking all your things. Okay, so... in the pool of blood. Pet dog.
What have you found? There's been no fighting in the alienage recently, which means the blood is not congealing. I suppose there could be some explanation for it. That's by the orphanage, right? A sad place. Did you find anything else? I'll report that at once. I've heard such afflictions can spread, even from a corpse. I suppose someone may not have known that. One odd thing I am willing to believe, but two is no coincidence. Let's head to the orphanage. Both of your clues were near there.
Look how he just phased through the
Feeling
door.
is intense here. This is the right place. I know not if it's the work of the Maleficarum, but there is definitely evil here. You go first. I will follow.
I would prefer you to stay here.
I am ready.
Save it. What just happened? Was that a ghost? What in the hell is happening? What can we happen here? This is an orphanage.
Do you hear me, Sir Willem, Sir Willem? I'm a-falling, Sir Willem, Sir Willem, today. I'm a maiden, Sir Willem, Sir Willem. But I'm dying, Sir Willem, in pain.
Y'all not gonna say nothing about that? Y'all not gonna say nothing about that.
I can't do that.
What do you need?
No.
I'm afraid not.
Wow, okay.
Foolish creature.
Did he just die? should have had him, you know, not come in. I mean, maybe he should. Welp. Triple whelp. Wow, okay, so now I know I gotta protect he ass. I didn't know that. Thought that he was going to be fine.
Do you hear me, Sir Willem? Sir Willem? I'm a fallen. Sir Willem, today. I'm a maiden, Sir Willem. Sir Willem? But I'm dying, Sir Willem. Sir Willem.
Oh, I'm on the ground, huh? What are you doing? Where am I?
As you say.
Damn! I can't see anything anymore. Die. Wow, okay. That's the reason why you died, ma'am. I need you to like do your job. Okay? So these dogs are here smudging on people? Wow.
You'd like?
There is always waiting, isn't there?
Wow.
Watch now.
Got it.
Spiders.
I can't die. I will never die. I can't die. I will never die.
Be careful. It seems anything can happen.
What the hell happened? Let's talk about that, sis.
One, two, marks from through. 3, 4, the kingdom's at war. 8, 9, and now you die.
How does that math work out?
Now's better than later. I love how desperate you are. You're pathetic.
Can you fight this guy, please? Okay. Excuse me. Wow.
This is the center of it.
Mortal! You do not belong here!
What the fuck?
Blessed be the Maker and his prophet Andraste.
Your pathetic maker is nothing compared to my glory!
I command you, show yourself, demon. Hide in the shadows no more.
You dare to command me? Let us see if your precious maker can protect you now, worm!
I'll get on. Now better than that. I'll get you a ladder. Move back.
Shall we compete for points?
I didn't die that easily. Wow. This thing ran a freaking muck in here.
All complete.
We won. At one time I considered myself quite the warrior, but you accomplished here what I never could. But something still isn't right. I feel there is more to this. Nearby. The building next to us.
No.
I can feel it. Just on the other side of this wall.
Don't go anywhere. I gotta loot this box first.
Let us go.
No, let us loot. Let us loot. Thank you.
Do this, do that.
Now we can go after we save. Holy crap. Damn.
Man? Who are they?
Please, leave the children. Take me, but just...
No!
So all this was happening, ain't nobody know?
I wanted to stop for lunch too.
Oops, wrong one.
That's a lot of blood.
No. Give me... Thank you. Wow, this is ridiculous.
All right. It's a massacre, and no one's getting out alive. It's a good This will be fun.
Wow. It's like a hallway or something. This mission is real serious. Da-da-da-da. Goes nowhere. That door is locked. That's where I came from. Can we unlock it?
Perhaps I could have a try at that. It is done. You wish to talk? Ah,
no.
Good. I have a question for you. How well versed are you in poetry? Antivan poetry, specifically. Trust me, you'll know even less once I tell you this. It was recited to me, as I recall, by a rather wealthy target of mine. Let's see. The symphony I see in thee, it whispers songs to me. Songs of hot breath upon my neck. Songs of soft sighs by my head. Songs of nails upon my back. Songs of thee come to my bed. So she claimed. She was trying to seduce me, you see, and somehow she thought that this would actually convince me to spare her. I had sex with her anyway, but that goes without saying. She still had to die. The poem was amusing at the time, however, and thus I've always remembered it. Here I thought you might be cheered up by some naughty poetry. You simply look so unhappy. Such an unflattering expression for... who wouldn't?
Listen, I just want to get out of this. I was just trying to open the door.
Whatever situation I find myself in. Oh? Enough poetry, I think.
Okay, thank you. I was just trying to get to the door. I was trying to get to the door. All of that so you can open this chest and get to the door. Thank you. That's where I came.
Now's
Oh, frick out of here. We jump demons around here, dog. We jump demon around here, dog. Okay, so wait, where is it? Hey. There's one back here?
I'll get on it.
Now.
Your enemy over your head.
Okay, we didn't get through the door. We didn't even make it through this door. We had to go back. Oh, you gonna stand me before I can do my thing? You're rude. You're rude.
I'll get on it.
Damn.
Got it. Someone's gonna fall, and it sure won't be me.
Wow. This is a giant ass mess. This is 2 buildings of carnage. And nobody noticed. Nobody noticed. A whole ass orphanage gone.
Alright, alright.
We should go right after the greater shade. You don't care.
I'll get on it.
You got mad at me when I did that.
I still remember my first battle.
That's a lot of blood.
Bruh, like, everywhere. Everywhere. It's juicy everywhere. Juiciness is all over the place. No, sweetie. Oh!
I'll get you a ladder. You can get something.
know what was in that rubble, but it said take all. Oh, no, I'm definitely saving. Thanks for letting me know. Oh, look at the color grade.
Though the Golden City has fallen, I have seen your face and your light. I am your...
Save your pedantic chant for your sermons, Templar. You have killed my brood.
The Maker compels you. Show yourself.
The Maker? There is no Maker. There is no Golden City. But there are demons. Yes.
I hear not your blasphemy. By Andraste and all the divine after her, I order you to face me.
You delusional fool!
Got it.
Oh, that was it? You dead? Wait, is that it, really?
We have done it again. I feel the darkness receding. I've seen the work of demon before. Some Maleficarum consort with them. But the Maker must have guided...
Now, you die!
I'll get on it.
I'm fighting right over this man's body.
Can I get you a light?
Hi, my name is Tamika and I can't see a thing. Right. Not this one, this one. No. This one. Can't see a damn thing. That was a lot. Wow.
Shall we go?
So if I would have left him, would he have lived or something?
Complete.
Hey, new quest, hearing voices. Who's hearing voices? Why we got a new quest? Trying to see what the quest was. Thank you. Oh, okay.
dead men. They are quiet. They call for blood no more. It's my grandmother's. You found it, sir. May I have it? I feel like a mist is leaving. Oh, thank you, sir. I have to live my life.
Okay, so whoops. So now I hate when now I just back to this. Well then. That was interesting. So I need to go here.
You return. Is there something you wish to discuss? Then I wish you luck, Warden.
Oh, maybe it's him he wanted to know. I thought it was her.
Ah, there you are. I was about to send out a search party. I've been hearing of a great commotion in the alienage. What exactly happened there? Make her forgive me. I should be appalled that such a thing could exist here. But I'm overjoyed you can implicate Loghain. We must end the civil war quickly. What the Blight does not corrupt in this land, politics surely will. The last of our allies have arrived in the city. We cannot delay any longer. I will call for the Landsmeet to convene. Bring Alistair and join me at the palace as soon as you are ready, Warden.
Oh, that's cute. We're not going with that plan anymore. Sorry.
I hope Eamon doesn't expect me to give a speech. Maker, he probably does, doesn't he? Oh.
I'll fix it for you, sweetie. Where are we going? I don't know where we're going. Where are we going? Oh, he has to be in the party. Look at that. He's in the wrong spot.
Indeed.
Yes.
You got him in the wrong spot. He's supposed to be in spot number 3. What are you supposed to? Oh. But where's the Landsmeet chamber? Where is that? I don't know where this is. On the map? And it is. I'm like, where is this? They didn't say where it was.
Warden, I am not surprised it has come to this. And Alistair, if you were even remotely worthy of being called Merrick's son, you would already be in the Landsmeet, now wouldn't you? You have torn Ferelden apart to oppose the very man who ensured you were born into freedom. But do not think you will get past me to desecrate the Landsmeet itself. The nobles of Ferelden will confirm my lord as regent, and we can finally put this to rest once you are gone. Do you mean to talk me into betraying my lord? There are not such words in all language to make that happen, Warden. Now let us end this! To arms, men!
More enemies.
Sir, I got you out here, like. Okay, so what we're gonna try to do is do the giant spell first, and then try to run up in there, cause. Why would you go over there and she's right there? Ooh, I don't know what that was. What was that? Where are you going? Like, bruh, hit this person in front of you. Her the fuck out of here. Whoops.
Help me, I'm injured. Excellent. That'll teach you. Enough.
I'm gonna need her to be going so she can give me shit. Okay. Save that thing over here.
Alistair here.
Tell me. I can't do that. I can't do that.
Bruh, can her body glisten so I can have my stuff? Thank you.
My lords and ladies of the Landsmeet, Tyrn Loghain would have us give up our freedoms, our traditions, out of fear. He placed us on this path, yet we should place our destiny in his hands? Must we sacrifice everything good about our nation to save it?
A fine performance, Aemon. But no one here is taken in by it. You would attempt to put a puppet on the throne, and every soul here knows it. The better question is who will pull the strings. Ah! Here we have the puppeteer. Tell us, Warden, how will the Orlesians take our nation from us? Will they deign to send their troops, or simply issue their commands through this would-be prince? What do they offer you? How much is the price of Ferelden honor now? Do we truly have to listen to these childish accusations? So, one of Kaelin's killers would dare speak of betrayal. You led our king to his death with your grandiose tales of griffins flying into battle.
What's this? There is no slavery in Ferelden. Explain yourself.
There is no saving the alienage. Damage from the riots has yet to be repaired. There are bodies still rotting in their homes. It is not a place I would send my worst enemy. There is no chance of holding it if the Blight comes here. Despite what you may think, Warden, I have done my duty. Whatever my regrets may be for the elves, I have done what was needed for the good of Ferelden. I assure you, Warden, if I were going to send someone, it would be my own soldiers. I would not trust to the discretion of an apostate.
Indeed, my brother tells a very different tale. He says you snatched a blood mage from the Chantry's justice. Coincidence?
Do not think the Chantry will overlook this, Terran Loghain. Interference in a Templar's sacred duties is an offense against the Maker.
Whatever I have done, I will answer for later. At the moment, however, I wish to know what this Warden has done with my daughter. You took my daughter, our queen, by force, killing her guards in the process. What arts have you employed to keep her? Does she even still live?
I believe I can speak for myself. Lords and ladies of Ferelden, hear me. My father is no longer the man you know. This man is not the hero of Riverdane. This man turned his troops aside and refused to protect your king as he fought bravely against the Darkspawn. This man seized Kaelin's throne before his body was cold and locked me away so I could not reveal his treachery. I would have already been killed, if not for this Grey Warden.
So, the Warden's influence has poisoned even your mind, Enora. I wanted to protect you from this. My lords and ladies!
This dude is insane.
Our land has been threatened before! It's been invaded and lost and won times beyond counting. We Fereldans have proven
that we will never truly be conquered so long as we are united. We must not let ourselves be divided now. Stand with me, and we shall defeat even the Blight itself!
The Warden! I'm with the Warden. Southreach stands with the Grey Wardens.
The Warden helped me personally in a family matter.
Waking Sea stands with the Grey Warden.
Dragon's Peak supports the Warden!
Western Hills is with you, Loghain. Make her help us.
I stand by Loghain. We've no hope of victory otherwise.
I stand with the Warden. The Blight is coming. We need the Grey Wardens.
Traitors! Which of you stood against the Orlesian Emperor when his troops flattened your fields and raped your wives? You fought with us once, Eamon. You cared about this land once. Before you got too old and fat and content to even see what you risked.
Everybody.
None of you deserve a say in what happens here. None of you have spilled blood for this land the way I have. How dare you judge me? Then, let us end this. I suppose we both knew it would come to this.
I don't want to fight
you.
When we
first met at Ostagar, I would never have thought so, but Ostagar seems like it happened in another lifetime to someone else. A man is made by the quality of his enemies. Manic told me that once. I wonder if it's more a compliment to you or me. Enough! Let the Landsmeet declare the terms of the duel.
It shall be fought according to tradition. A test of arms, in single combat until one party yields. And we, who are assembled, will abide by the outcome.
Will you face me yourself, or have you a champion? It is you or me the men will follow. So, let us fight for it. Prepare yourself.
Bruh, why do we even have to do this? This is stupid. Are we really about to fight? Like, do I have to push a button? I guess so. That's what I was trying to do, go Berserk too.
Now's better than later.
I don't have any potions. Oh, I do. That is bullshittery. Bruh. Get out of here. I'm not listening to this again. I am not listening to this again. Oh, it's two-handed though. Don't nobody want that. Alright, let's go in here. Bruh. Gotta listen to this again. Can we not? They say we did.
Tell us, Warden. What do they offer you? How much is the price of Ferelden honor now? Do we truly have to... So, one of Kaelin's killers would dare speak of betrayal. You led our king to his... What's this? There is no damage from... Despite what you may think, Warden, I have done my duty. Whatever my regrets, I assure...
Indeed, my brother tells of it.
Do not think the Chantry will overlook this.
You took...
I believe Lords and... I would have already been killed. If...
So...
I'm mad I broke the sound on this. I really broke the sound on this, you guys. There we go.
I see enemies ahead. Got it. Alright,
Hit. Damn, I can't see.
Get you a ladder so you can get on my back.
I literally can't see a thing. He is whooping thine ass. Damn, can I get out of the fucking corner? Shit. He's gonna win this again. Damn, and I'm done. Jeez Louise. Listen. Can I not have to do this again? I don't want to have to listen to this. Why can't I save it? Why?
What do they offer you? How much is the... So, one of Kalen's... What? There is no damage from... Despite what you may think, Warden, I have done my...
Indeed.
Do not think the Chantry will
You took my
I believe Lords and ladies, I would have already been killed, if not for this great...
So...
There's the no sound again. Oh my god. Jeez Louise.
Got it.
Face me!
Now better than later. I'll get on it.
Shit.
I get you a ladder so you can get off my back.
For the honor of Ferelden!
That's right, come on!
Get up.
I'll get it.
I'm wearing down!
Get up.
I underestimated you, Warden. I thought you were like Kalen, a child wanting to play at war.
Oh wait, I had to attack his ass first.
Wrong. There's a strength in you that I have not seen anywhere since Manic died. I yield.
Good.
I didn't just hear you say that. You're going to let him live? After everything he's done? Kill him already!
Wait, there is another option.
Niggas
Loghain
eyeballs.
is a warrior and general of renown. Let him be of use. Let him go through the joining. There are 3 of us in all of Ferelden, and there are compelling reasons to have as many wardens on hand as possible to deal with the Archdemon.
The joining itself is often fatal, is it not? If he survives, you gain a general. If not, you have your revenge. Doesn't that satisfy you?
Absolutely not! Riordan, this man abandoned our brothers and then blamed us for the deed. He hunted us down like animals. He tortured you.
How can we simply forget that? Joining the Wardens is an honor, not a punishment. Name him a Warden and you cheapen us all. I will not stand next to him as a brother. I won't! Loghain is a traitor. We need him like we need to be stabbed in the back. Or have you forgotten how his being a great general didn't help the last time?
I didn't want to be king. I still don't. But if that's what it takes to see Loghain get justice, then I'll do it. I'll take the crown.
Listen to this. Can you see how disastrous a king he'd be? Putting his own selfish desires above the needs of his country? You can't seriously support him.
You're siding with her? How could you do this to me?
Bruh, chill out.
You, of all people. What's wrong with you? He's repeatedly tried to kill us both, and you side with him over me? Isn't it? I don't know. I'm not sure I know what's true anymore. All I know is I can't let this pass. Not and still live with myself. I guess I don't have any choice, do I? I'm leaving.
I'm afraid it's not so simple as that, Alistair.
You already got what you wanted. Your murdering father gets a place amongst the Grey Wardens. What else could you want from me?
Your life, unfortunately. So long as you live, rebellions can be raised in your name.
Nigga, what?
Our land cannot endure another civil war. I must call for your execution. This is what you would ask? Very well. Though I think it a mistake. Alistair, you may leave on condition that you swear before this Landsmeet that you renounce all claim to the throne for yourself and all your heirs.
That's what it'll take, huh? Fine. I don't want anything to do with this place or any of you people.
I don't like this.
Ever. I swear it. Time for me to go. You heard Honora. I do, or I get to join Duncan. Nice, huh? Have fun ending the Blight. Or whatever. I guess you made your decision, right? So goodbye.
Aw, I'm sad about that. I didn't want him to go.
And now, lords and ladies of Ferelden, there is still a Blight to defeat and armies to gather, and I appoint this woman to lead us in both. We will not allow this land to be further threatened by the
I don't
Archdemon.
like that.
Gather your forces and await the Warden's command. On the morrow, we shall begin our struggle against the greatest threat Ferelden has ever faced. And we shall triumph over it, for we are Ferelden.
I think she's the right person to lead, but ma'am, I don't like
You
that.
are called upon to submit yourself to the Taint for the greater good. From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden. I understand.
So it's done. My father lives, and for good or ill, he is now a Grey Warden. Thank you for giving him the opportunity to undergo the ritual. It couldn't have been easy. He does indeed. Arl Eamon has left for Redcliffe, and tells me that our armies have almost fully gathered there. I will be heading there myself. Bring your companions, and join us at Redcliffe Castle as soon as you are able. You have united for Elden Warden. Now we face the Blight.
I want Alistair to come back. Don't like it. Well then.
This is a nice estate, isn't it? What's on your mind? It is no trouble.
Well then, so on that note, I am going to go ahead and save this for the next video. I'm kind of sad about that. I didn't want him to leave. He didn't even want to be king. All of a sudden, he wants to go be king to kill somebody. I ain't got time for that. But I do want him back in my party. So we got to figure that out. But on that note, hopefully I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!